My Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth, let me take this moment to say, welcome back. And I want to thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, are coming back. Trying to blow my shofar, you know. So I'm coming back. Okay, and my brothers and my sisters, I want to let you know how much we appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your comments. Thank you so much that, you know, you've been subscribing and you've been liking and you've been praying. You've been making a lot of comments. My brothers and my sisters, I want to tell you this, that we cannot get more. We cannot, I mean, we need as many likes as possible. Okay, so we're going to ask you to remember whenever time you view a session or you have, you know, someone viewing it, reminding them over and over and over, not only to, you know, view, but to so like. It's a little bit hot, okay? So I'm wiping my face here. But we're back in Psalm 38. The last session we did was on verse 4. And we want to start again, my brothers and my sisters. And so we're going to start in verse 5. Now remember, the title of the psalm is The Man in Pain Praise. Okay, and talk about David and all that he was going through, you know, and you know, his fault, his sins, you know. That one of the things that I like about David is that he's not failing to confess. He is not failing to confess his faults. Whenever he found out that he's done something wrong, he's always ready, you know, to confess to Yahuwah and to ask his forgiveness. But if you read Psalm, you know, Psalm 50, 51, and you're going to see some of those times, you know, when he prayed and he asked Yahuwah to cleanse him. Okay. So here in Psalm 38 is going through, it's like he's going through the valley, you know, through the wilderness. And he has issues. And so he's putting all his issues to Yahuwah, trusting Yahuwah to lead him, to guide him, to protect him. And we praise Yahuwah for his love, for his, my brother and sister, his compassion. Never fail us. Every time we go to Yahuwah, my brothers and my sisters, you know, Yahuwah, always with open arms to welcome us. And as long as we are honest, you know, then we know that whatever we ask him for, you know, we're getting it. Okay. He doesn't go back on his word. When he promised to do something, he's going to do it. He's going to be yes, wait, or no. Okay? All right. So in verse 5, it started out by saying, my wounds stink and are corrupt because of my foolishness. Wow. So here David is saying that, you know, he has done some foolish things. He has done some foolish things. And it's to talk about his wounds, you know, it not necessarily mean that he has a cut, right? But the wounds that he got, spiritual wounds, those time of chastisement, rebuke, It's to the point where he's saying, look, I've done so much, and man, this is just plain don't right stink. This is stink. And so, but I want us to look there, because the word stink, sometimes we don't like to use the word. We say, oh, that thing smells bad, and that's but what he's saying here, the word stink here is a word that he used, ba-ash. It is bait and aleph and shin, ba-ash. And what it's saying here, this is the original, that's the original word. That original word, ba-ash, is to have something to have bad smell or stink. Something that have a bad smell or stink. And we can get to that point in our lives where, we've been messing up so bad that the things that we do, it's like it's smelling, that kind of, if you understand the term. Okay, but the word here, ba'ash, is to be, to make or to be abhor, loathsome, something odious, something, cause a cause, or to make to stink utterly, and it comes from another word, a primitive root, means to smell bad, figuratively, to be offensive, morally, make, abhor or had an abomination. What he was saying, that some of the things that they did, they were loathsome, they're odious, they have a stinking savior, that's something, savior, something that, you have like, like, you something stink, if you understand the term. That's what's plain don't right stink. Something, and you want me to say it this way? Something nasty. And we don't want to, there time we get into that situation where we do things that are nasty, things that are not pleasing to Yahuwah. Unholy things. Okay? Utterly unholy. And so we got to remember to keep a short account with Yahuwah. Praise his holy name. But David, is said here that all of this, all of what he's saying here, my brothers and my sisters, my wounds stink and they are corrupt, because of my foolishness. So, if we don't want this to happen to us, what we got to do? We got to put those things that we are involved in that are not pleasant in the sight of Yahuwah. We need to put them aside. We need to leave them, walk away from them. Things that are causing you to have a bad spiritual day. You want to put it aside. Walk away from it. Forget it. And do like our cousin Paul said, what things were gained to me, those I count but lost. I put them aside. They're rubbish. According to what he was saying there. They are like rubbish. And so we don't want those things to taint our relationship, our fellowship with Yahweh. So we need to put them aside. Praise be to Yahweh. Praise be to him. His name. In verse 6, this is what he said in verse 6. I am troubled. No, you remember I said his wounds are stink and corrupt because of his foolishness. My brother and sister, it is foolishness when you turn aside to do your own thing. and you're not trusting in Yahuwah as you know, as we should. Okay. So here he said, I am troubled. Because of all of this thing, all of these different issues, in other words, it could cause him to have a sleepless night. He's troubled. His mind is not contented. You know, he have thing is worrying about something. I am troubled. The word, what is saying here, it is like using the word, the Hebrew word ava. It is the word, you know, aleph, wow, or vav, and hey. And the word here means amiss. Ava, amiss, my brothers and my sisters. It is like to bend something. It's to twist something. I am troubled. It's to twist something, you know. And listen, he said, I am bowed down greatly. So amiss is a, he bow down, he make something make crooked. He commit iniquity. He pervert himself. He do perverse thing. So he troublesome thing. He is turned from what he's supposed to be doing and got involved in things that did not bring glory to Yahuwah. Perverse things, troublesome things. You know, it comes from the primitive root to do something that is crooked. You know, literally or figuratively, as follows: do amiss, bow down, make crooked, commit iniquity, pervert, do perverse or troubled things, do things that are wicked, do things that are wrong. As Hebrew Israelite believers, my brothers and sisters, we have to make sure that what we say, that what we do, that what we think, our whole behavior, our whole life, as you refer to yourself as you know, our conversation, our manner of life, my brothers and my sisters, our manner of life. This like Eretz, you know the Eretz, the walk, the way you walk, the way in the way, you know. And so we have to make sure that in all of this, you know, Yahuwah is praised and he is glorified. So we don't want to be involved in stuff, doing things, practicing, you know, crooked stuff, literally. You know, we don't want to do things that are amiss. We want to walk humbly and right before Yahuwah. We don't want to commit iniquity, or we don't want to pervert ourselves. Okay? All right. So, listen what he said here. I am bowed down greatly. I am bowed down greatly. And he said, I go mourning. How? All the day long. The things that he did had brought such confusion in his life. And it's like he can get rid of it. The thing is there holding him back. And he said he goes mourning all the day long. I want us to look at the word mourn there, because the word mourn means to be dark. To be dark. In other words, when you look around you, there's no light. There's darkness. It's like you're walking in the dark of the night. Okay? The word here is kadar. Kadar. It is Kaf, Dalet, and resh, kadar. And this word, my brothers and sisters, this word is saying here, to be dark. That is, you in the darkness. You walking in darkness. You're not walking in the light. Yahushua said, walk in the light as I am in the light, and you will have fellowship with Yahuwah. If you walk in the light, he said, Yahushua will help you. The Ruach, my brothers and sisters, going to work in your life as you try to walk in the dark, in the light. Because walk in the light as he is in the light. That means anything we do it to bring glory to his name. We not do anything in darkness. Once we used to do that, but now we turn our lives over completely to Yahuwah, and we walk according to his will. Our Hebrew Israelite ancestors, they did not follow in the footsteps of Yahuwah. They did not. They want to act like the people over, you know. You want to act like the other people. They did not act like it's serious about walking for Yahuwah at all. No, they did not do that. They did not do that. So we thank Yahuwah that he has given us the opportunity. So when we see the things that are right, my brothers and sisters, we do those things. We do those things. Praise be to his holy name. We do those things. So the word here then, as we look at it, you know, kadar, we are seeing here that kadar, you know, it's a Hebrew word, and it doesn't mean because of a dark complexion. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about ignorance. Darkness is ignorance, my brothers and sisters. Ignorance. Not the pigmentation of ours, but it's like you walking in it, you turn the lights off. You're in dark. You can't see nothing. That's what he's talking about there. He's not talking about our skin to be made darkened. They're talking about our skin. He's just talking about our minds. Our minds clouded with all kind of stuff, and we can't think clearly. That's what he's talking about. You know, to cause to mourn. The primitive root here is to be ashy. To be ashy. Ashes is what ash, you can see some white ash, and you can see some ashes that are kind of a, you know, dark color. By implication, you know, to mourn. What you talk about to mourn? You go, in other words, sadness. Sadness. You know, sadness. You go mourning. Every time I come to this word here, you know, because it's dealing with darkness, the darkness. And sometimes people get upset and say you're talking about them because, you know, they're black. No. It don't have to do with skin color. It just has something to do with our mind being crowded with all kind of bad, nasty stuff, to the point where we cannot think properly. We cannot think properly. And so, and he said, we go mourning all the day long. I want to notice that the word day here, because the day, it could be night, okay? It could be evening, right? But they say all day long. The word here, yom has to do with day, okay? Yom, and it is yod, bava, wow, okay, and mem. And this word is just the word day. That's what it is. You know, it's like days, like you talk about the age, you talk about always or continually, you know, daily or birth, you know, each day to day, and so on. You know, it's used like an unused root of the meaning, to be hot. You know, it's a day, so it could be a warm day, warm hours. You know, it could be sunrise to sunset, or from sunset to the next, figuratively, just basically dealing with a pace of time, okay? Dealing with a pace of time, and defined by, association. The term here is talking about age, or always, continually. So he go morning, continually. He's like he have no rest. If his morning is morning, if his evening is morning, and all of these things continue in him and with him until he made all of this thing right with Yahuwah. My brothers, my sisters, there are times in our lives when we, find ourselves drifting, drifting, and Yahuwah wants us to remember, that our relationship with him, should stay intact. If we go doing stuff and get our lives messed up with things, then my brothers, my sisters, what's going to happen is that we're not going to enjoy our life with Yahuwah. We're not going to enjoy our life with him. So we want to enjoy every blessing, everything that he has to offer. We're going to ask you, my brothers and my sisters, to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.